Apparently, Gold's Gym would rather prioritize a biological man being in the women's locker room than actual women, okay? Women should be allowed to go to the gym and work out and be in the locker room and feel safe, okay? There are women who have had bad experiences with men, who have been assaulted, who have been attacked, who are maybe mistreated in their upbringing by their fathers, who knows? So when a woman is in a locker room and they see a grown man in there as they're changing, it can be traumatic and scary for some women. We're also in a culture, right? We want women to be hot, right? I love hot chicks. We want girls to be hot and be fit, okay? Guys like it. Everybody likes it. We want these girls to go work out at the gym and be fit. And then you put a bunch of men in their locker rooms and make them feel unsafe. It's disgusting. And shame on Gold's Gym. Shame on Gold's Gym Los Angeles for prioritizing a man over this woman, Tish Hyman. Now, Tish Hyman, she is a black lesbian. Not that we're into identity politics, but I love when the call is coming from inside the house sometimes, right? You've got a black lesbian who the Democrats and the far left think they have on lock. And she's like, no, I don't care what you guys think about me. I want common sense. I don't want a grown-ass man in the locker room. And then I found out online, he allegedly has a rap sheet a mile long. He allegedly has a criminal record, this guy. So you have a grown man with a criminal record, allegedly, in the girls' locker room as they're changing. And then even after the argument, he just waltzes back into the locker room like nothing's wrong, like he won that fight. And I think a lot of these folks are hiding behind sort of like trans and non-binary, but they're actually just creeps. I think they're actually creeps who want to watch women change. This guy makes really no effort to look like a woman, to look feminine whatsoever. He looks like a straight up dude, and he's going into the locker room and making girls uncomfortable. Common sense is back, okay? A majority of the country, an overwhelming majority of the country, they do not think men should be in women's locker rooms or on women's sports teams, but unfortunately you have this loud, vocal, woke minority that keeps pushing this and pushing this. The one thing I will disagree on with Tish Hyman on, because she spoke about this on social media, she said, what if we just create a locker room for trans people or a sports team for trans people? And I used to think that, actually. I used to say, well, maybe they can have their own league and maybe they can have their own this. But at this point in my life, here we are in 2025, I'm just going to be brutally honest with you guys. It's my job to say what we're all thinking. Why should we have to bend over backward? Bend over backward for like 1% of the population. 1% of the population, maybe. Like, why should we have to create a whole separate bathroom, create a whole separate sports league and do all of that? No, okay?